Hello everyone, Seraphin here, welcome back to more Pokemon Soul Silver. When I last left you guys, we made it to the Safari Zone, peeked around a little bit, but I got bored, so now we're going to go fight some gym. And by gym, I of course mean Jasmine. So here she is hanging out inside the Olivine gym. I think she's the only trainer in here, unless they've changed that with the remake, which looks like they have actually. Now unfortunately, I want to... Oh, darn it. I forgot, if you come here after you save Amphi, these guys won't fight you, which is dumb. Because I would have liked the extra experience. Can I leave and come back and have him do it? I didn't think to go in here before we encountered her, because again, in the old games, there's no trainers in here. Come on, this is dumb. Why do they do this? I don't get it. Like, it'd be one thing if it was voluntary, but to force it so that you don't get to fight them now is just really irritating. Anyway. So, let's see if we can't make this happen. Saving takes forever in this generation. Alright, let's do this. Thank you for your help. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've already been thanked a couple of times, but... Yes, I know you're a gym leader. I used the Clang Steel type. What is the Clang noise? Like, did she just literally say the word Clang? It's kind of weird. Hard, cold, sharp, and really strong. Okay. Whatever you say. Anyway. So here comes Jasmine, the very unassuming Steel type gym leader. She does not look particularly hardy or tough or any of that things that Steel would be associated with, but... So she's got 2 level 30 Magnemites and a level 35, if I'm not mistaken, Steelix. Which may be a messy proposition, but we'll see how it goes. Especially if it knows something like Earthquake, but I don't know. But Vulpix should be able to handle these Magnemites no problem. Single Flamethrower is all it needs. Now, Steelix is also weak to fire, but at the same time... Actually, we do want to hit it with special, don't we? But first things first, I'm going to hit it with some fire to burninate it and cut its attack in half. It'd be great if it hit me with a Steel-type move instead of a... Oh, nice, it missed. That's going to hurt a lot if it hits, so I'm going to go ahead and throw a Confuse Ray down, too, while we're at it. Steelix is a little bit intimidating. It's less intimidating because of the fact that its teeth look like they're missing, but... What it does is when it closes its mouth, the top teeth fill in the gap on the bottom one, and it just got a fully closed mouth, but it looks weird when it opens. It doesn't look intimidating, it just looks weird, if you ask me. Maybe that's just my opinion, but anyway, let's see if we can't torch this sucker. Steelix has absurdly high defense, as you might imagine, from a Steel type. That used to be Rock type, also with stupid high defense. Now, what would be great is if whatever he's trying to attack me with upcoming here in a moment doesn't hit me. Or he hits himself, and then I can finish him off. Nice! Alright, we're gonna get a kill with... we're gonna get a kill from a level 35 Steelix with a level 28 Vulpix. Yeah, like I said, Steelix, not really all that threatening, unfortunately. Sky High Defense is great. Its typing is okay, but the fact that it's painfully slow and has abysmal special... it just crumples like toilet paper, unfortunately, under the weight of my Fire-type move. That's going to be a nice chunk of XP for Vulpix there. Level 29, not bad. Barely level 29, look at that. Yeah, I'm getting hit by Sandstorm, but whatever. Alright, here comes the other Magnemite that we can probably burninate in a single hit. So there's that. Properly tempered steel won't be made rusty by things... Well, I'm not trying to make you rust, I'm trying to melt your steel, which was what the fire is for. Roasty toasty. I tell you what, flamethrower is just the best thing in the world. It just makes everything better. It's like bacon. Just don't take a flamethrower to your bacon. You don't want to overcook it. Properly cooked bacon is a godsend, if you ask me. Oh, I love me some bacon. In fact, I could go for some bacon right now. Speaking of bacon... Actually, this has nothing to do with bacon. We get a mineral badge. And that is the 6th gym taken down, so we can move on to the next one, which is also weak to fire, conveniently enough. Obtain TM23. Iron Tail, which is a garbage move because it's got like 70% accuracy. It's really strong, but unfortunately Steel's not really good against much in this generation. In fact, the only thing it is good against is Rock and Ice, I believe. So... The problem is, too, is both of those types have a myriad of other weaknesses. Like, Steel was the second most unnecessary attacking type in this game, which is why I think they decided to make it super effective against fairies in Gen 6, because it really wasn't good against anything else, and there was no reason to run it offensively. Steel's a great defensive type, as you might imagine, but offensively, not so much. Poison's even worse. Poison's only good against grass up until Gen 6, and grass also has a garbage load of weaknesses. What am I walking for? I can fly now. Speaking of flying, we're going to head back to Mahogany City and get ourselves on the road through Mount Mortar, although I might just bypass Mount Mortar entirely and get straight over to Mahogany Town, because there's going to be an oodles of fun things to do once we reach there. I don't think I need to stop for anything over here, so let's just get rolling, shall we? The problem with Mount Mortar is that it's very big and labyrinthine, and quite honestly, you don't even need to go through it, so what's the point? Okay, I do have Quagsire with me, perfect. If I'm trying to miss anything over here, I don't think so. So I'm just going to surf and dodge Mount Mortar entirely, because again, I don't like going through there, it's just a big pain. I didn't pack any repels, which you absolutely want to bring if you're taking a trip through Mount Mortar. Otherwise, you'll be tripping over Geodudes every 4 feet. Oh, a Seaking, that's cool. I like Seaking. That's the thing, I like Seaking, but it's another one of those situations where it's just a crap Pokemon. Like, it doesn't do anything. It's a fish. Like, cool. It's a fish with a horn on its face. So it knows peck, of all things. Oh yeah, there's Suicune again. Problem is, I don't have anything that knows cut right now, I don't think. So I can't get through this tree. Nope, I don't. Well, I actually forgot Suicune was there, if I'm being totally honest. There's some apricorns to be gotten in there too, so why don't I go and run over to the Mahogany Town Pokemon Center and grab something with cutout so we can get Suicune out of there. So Suicune's different in this one. It's like Crystal in the old days, where it wasn't one of the ones that runs around in the wild like Entei and Raikou. It's just you chase it and you just encounter it in a static position, unlike the other two. Crystal did that too. In the original Gold and Silver, though, it ran around just like the other two. Here we have a fisherman, presumably. He looks like a fisherman. He's by the water, and he is in fact a fisherman. Fisherman Tully, like House Tully? That's kind of appropriate, isn't it? Aren't they all about the fish in House Tully? Yes, I watch Game of Thrones. Name somebody who doesn't. Come on. Alright, I gotta be honest though, that show started out really strong and then kind of just went downhill after a while, I think. But I'm not here to talk about that, so. Quillfish, I probably shouldn't be fighting a Quillfish with a Vulpix, so we're going to switch out for something else. Let's switch out for... we'll give Arbok a shot in the sun, why not? He deserves it. I haven't used Arbok in a while, I need to get him trained up a little more. It's hard, though, when he only has one halfway decent attacking move. Yeah, that's right, Quillfish. Punch yourself. Alright, we're just gonna... bite this thing. I don't really have it... Like I said, I don't have any other good moves. Minimize? Really? Who uses Minimize? Normally what happens when the AI uses Minimize is suddenly I can't hit at the broadside of a barn after just one use, which is not fun. Doesn't appear that I'm having that issue at the moment, but who knows how long that's going to last for. If it keeps water gunning me, though, I'm fine. Alright, goodbye, Quillfish. I'm probably not going to get a whole lot of experience out of this either, but it is what it is. Yeah, give me a break. That's not even worth my time. Tully. Go back to River Run. Trying to be the ultimate trainer with a Quillfish? No, I'm good. No, just no. Shut up. Lyra, we're not talking to you right now. God, she tries to be bonkers. Anyway, who's this chump? Probably a super nerd or a Pokemaniac or something. This is my secret place. There's literally 2 other people, like, within earshot. How secret can it be? It's also right next to a cave entrance. Like, if you want to be a secret, go into the cave. I don't know. Whatever. Here is a Nidorina. Not very threatening all told here, so we're just going to burninate it like we do everything else. Excuse me. Well, goodbye, Nidorino. Nidorino coming out. Yep, called it. Yep, your secret place is doing real work for you here, pal. Just, you know, hanging out in the middle of the open here. Alright, so Flamethrower again, best thing ever. I don't think there's any dispute over that particular fact, but I should have used my Moonstone. Yeah, Moonstone would have helped you there, probably. I think they're about at the right level, too. Isn't it 17 when they learn their good move when they level up? Or evolve, I should say. I don't know. It depends on the generation. Like, Nidoqueen gets Body Slam if you evolve it at a certain level, and Nidoking gets Thrash, but if you wait too long, they don't get him, which is dumb. I always thought that was really lame. The idea where if you wait too long to promote something, it doesn't learn a move anymore. Or the whole concept of, in the first generation, once you evolved something via a stone, it just didn't learn any more moves, ever. Like, what's the point? Like, yeah, the stats, yeah, okay, I get it, but still, like, come on, really? That's just dumb. Thankfully, I think they did away with that for the most part in the current generations, but it was still really irritating. I guess we're just going to go Heracross here. I wanted to bring out Arbok, but he simply can't hurt this thing, really, not effectively at any rate. Rock Polish. Oh, good. That brings you up from the bottom speed tier to, like, the third from the bottom speed tier. Seriously, Rock Polish? Whose idea was that? Especially putting it in a Geodude of all things. Geodude is not meant to be fast, folks. I'm sorry. He's just not. There's a couple of rock types that might be halfway decent at being fast. Mostly Tyranitar. But a Geodude? No, forget about it. Imagine Rock Polish on like a Boldor or a Gigalith. Like, come on, really? No one does that. I'm just going to throw a rock at this thing. That's what strength used to look like, right? Like the attack animation was like you pick up a giant boulder and huck it. But I guess that was too similar to like Rock Throw, because they're like, here, have a rock. And it's like, wait, no, it's normal type. You can't throw anything. Oh, that's dumb. How does Swords Dance work then? Where do they pull the swords out of? If you're not like Scyther. Which, arguably, Scyther doesn't have swords either. He just has scythes as for hands, but at the same time, at least it makes a little bit of sense. What do we have here? Not every Pokemon gets stronger when they evolve. Most do. Team Rocket came back? Oh, goody. We love Team Rocket. We've already dealt with them a couple of times, but it is what it is, I suppose, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get all our Pokemons healed up here. And then we're going to make our way north to the Lake of Rage, I think, is our next stop. Oh, no, wait, I wanted to get Suicune out of that watery area, didn't I? Let me grab something with Cut real quick. Bellsprout knows Cut? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Don't need Spearow for the moment. I'm not planning on flying anywhere. So, Spearow, you into the box you go, and out comes... Where's Bellsprout? I don't see him. I found him, with no help from anybody. Yep, Cut and Flash. Perfect. Alright, so let's take that. And I think Ucine's going to come find us again once we release Suicune, but he's not going to fight us again. At least not if he knows what's good for him. Although, Ucine did give me a bit of trouble last time we fought, but only because he's got annoying Pokemon. That's the thing. There's certain Pokemon that aren't particularly strong that people like to use, but they're just annoying. With their movesets or their abilities or some combination of both. I'm hard-pressed to think of any super annoying ones at the moment, but I know there's plenty of them. My brain just doesn't want to work. I guess Ferrothorn's a great example. Like, that thing's heavily allergic to fire, but because it's so bulky and tanky, everyone freaking uses one. Oh, hi, Suicune. Thanks for pushing me out of the way, you jerk. How brave, how refreshing, how beautiful, and how quick. Oh, jeez. Quit gushing, man. It's just a Pokemon. Okay. Do you hear me? No. Are you not entertained? Sorry, I'll stop quoting movies now and TV shows and stuff. Grab some free apricorns. Speaking of, I probably should have gotten those apricorns from Kurt while I was... you know, still thinking about it, but I wasn't, because I don't think about things very often, which is how I end up in situations like this, where I only have 4 usable Pokemon on my team. Like I said, though, I've got a plan for a 5th one, but it's just going to be a little while before I can go catch it, so... That being said, there's going to be a whole lot of fun stuff to do after I get it. That'll be good. It's actually getting close to my favorite part of the game, believe it or not, so... For a number of reasons, but one big one. But we'll talk about that when we actually get there. Alright, so we're in Mahogany Town. There's not a lot to do here. Just a souvenir shop. Nothing suspicious about it. No need to be alarmed. Oh, okay, perfect. What is in said souvenir shop? Anything? That's just me whistling. He sells tiny mushrooms, potions, and Pokeballs. So much for souvenirs, I suppose. What does this guy up front do? Alright, keep running your mouth, dude. Anyway. So if we try to leave the town... Let me hit this house first. What's in here? Ooh, a red Gyarados appeared at the Lake of Rage. Shiny. That sounds delightful. So if we try to leave... He tries to sell us a Rage Candy Bar. Yeah, I'll buy a Rage Candy Bar. Why not? They're actually full heals, which is funny. That person left rather upset. But yeah, if we try to go past him, he's like, no, you need to try more Rage Candy Bars. Everyone loves candy bars. Why don't you slow down and enjoy some sightseeing? Who are you, man? Like, don't tell me where I can and can't go, you jerkwad. I do like that there's, like, fire watch towers around here, which is neat. It's also pretty apropos because the gym type there is ice type. I know a person who would appreciate a red scale. Who? I can't remember. Well, thanks for the tip there, dude. You've been incredibly helpful in this regard. And here's some more trainers up this way. No surprise there. There's a decent chunk of them, I think, on the way up to the Lake of Rage. But yes, that obviously is our next destination, if that wasn't already apparent. Sand in my shoe. Well, I'm going to burninate the sand in my shoe. Does it become a glass shoe, then? Is that how it works? No? It'd be kind of interesting if it worked that way, but that'd also be horrific, I think. That's how Alolan Sandshrews happen! That's kind of weird, though, to think about, because it turns them into ice types. It's like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Sandslash. You know, I love Sandshrew and Sandslash, something fierce. I know they're not very good Pokemon, but I just love their designs. They look cool. Especially Sandslash. I've always been a massive fan of Sandslash. It's really hard to use one, though, because of the aforementioned they're not very good Pokemon situation, but I still like them. Lots of special attack for Vulpix here. A Zubit. Hello, Mr. Zubit. How are you today? Have some fire. Because as we all know, bats love fire, especially when they're set on it. No? That's not how it works? Alright, well. What the heck do I know, I guess? Losing isn't fun at all. No, generally not. I guess it depends on who you are. Anyway. We actually don't want to go through that gatehouse because we'll get charged a bunch of money for nothing, so we're going to take the sneaky side route here. A Flaffy, how adorable. Again, would have been really nice to have a good electric type right now. That would have saved me a lot of hassle up to this point, but it is what it is. It's going to be really problematic when I go up against a Gyarados later on and I can't have any, like I don't have anything good to use against it. That's going to be a big problem, I think. Gyarados is just a difficult Pokemon to deal with. Especially in this generation, now that it's actually good. Because of the special physical split. Because before it would use water-type moves as a stab, but they were all special. And Gyarados' special attack is nothing spectacular. In fact, it's actually pretty mediocre if I'm not mistaken. But using a physical type water move, it's like a truck because Gyarados has really high attack. I'm talking like Heracross level, I'm pretty sure. If not, just pretty darn close. Gen 1 it was good too because it had a 100 special instead of whatever it has now because it's got 100 special defense. I never said I liked Clefairy. I don't know who the heck told you that. But no, I don't want to be your friend. And of course I'm running into more wild stuff. I could take a poke over into the little lake here and go take a look and see what's over there. In fact, I might do that. Although I think I need to defeat the Gyarados first before that area opens up, if I'm not mistaken. So why don't I just keep moving forward? In fact, we'll continue moving forward in the next episode. So thank you all very much for watching up to this point. I really do appreciate it, and we'll continue upward to the Lake of Rage next time. So until then, this has been Seraphin. Stay classy, internets.